everyone. My name is Yanda Klaba. I am delegated by the African Union Youth Initiative to come to the G20 Social Summit in Birchwood, Boxburg. We have been here since the 18th and we'll be concluding having our last day tomorrow, the 20th. Today I'm going to be going around just finding out from the different initiatives, the different civil societies, as well as different businesses that are present here, what it is that they are looking forward to for the week, as well as their biggest takeaway from the social summit. So come with me, let's explore, let's find out what it is that citizens are looking forward to.
I'm Karabo Shai, and I am the president of LGBTQIA+ South Africa, and I emanate from Gauteng province in Pretoria. The main thing that I think I'll take out of this summit is the historic Q20 declaration that we have launched for the very first time in the G20, and I'm happy and I'm excited about the contents of it in terms of economic inclusion, in terms of the social and health inclusion. There are plenty of it in the declaration, and I'm excited to see it going through and being presented to the President of the Republic.
Hi, good day. My name is Honourable Wesley Douglas. I'm a Member of Parliament in the South African National Assembly. I represent the official opposition, Mkhonto weSizwe, and I'm here to support the Social Summit and be part of the Social Summit, to hear the cries of the people and to hear the challenges that our people have been suffering, but also to raise the fact that the G20 hasn't been useful for us as ordinary people. There's a lot of things that could have been done with the finances. There's no real tangible outcomes or benefit in terms of youth, in terms of rural communities, in terms of NGOs, in terms of women and GBV. And we want to see not just activities that they have, but actual outcomes. How many jobs were created through the G20 presidency? How much businesses benefited in black and rural communities, in townships? Was the township and rural economies given any stimulus through the G20 program? So we are here to look at all of those things, and from our perspective, G20 was nice as an event. The Social Summit was much needed to hear the voices of our people, like the First Nation, Khoisan, Aboriginal people as well. We are here to represent our nation and collectively as African indigenous people to fight for our rights for land together. But what we want to make sure is that we don't just look at changing the economy, the existing apartheid colonial economy. We want to change the economy, and we want to make sure that the land and land reform comes back to the people and is used to take our people out of poverty. So that is what we are here at G20 for, and that's what we're fighting for in Africa. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Kagiso Capers. I am from the West Rand. I am part of the Gauteng Youth Advisory Panel in the Office of the Premier. As you can see today, we're at the G20 Social Summit, and I think my biggest takeaway is the fact that we've got all these different stakeholders that have come together to, come up with policies and come up with concepts on how the world should be governed. I think it's also a big thing that no civil organization should feel oppressed. So it's good to see that the LGBTQI people are here, the women are here, the disabled people are here, so that their voices can also be heard. And I'm here as a young person of this country, and I'm representing the young people that cannot unfortunately be here, but I'm here to be their voice. So yeah, such a great time that we're having at the Social Summit.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tarasa Tola, the Gauteng Youth Advisory Panel member under the Office of the Premier. So one of my key takeaways, or one of my highlights, is the fact that young people are involved in this engagement. Seeing the children 20, seeing different civil organizations from different communities and different provinces, and other young people from different countries as well, has shown me that a lot of us have similar problems. We just have to come together as people and find solutions and a common ground on how to tackle certain problems that we have. So it has been a highlight to engage with young people, to engage with people from different civil organizations, to engage with people who are leading different initiatives, to see that actually we really want to change the world, and people are just not sitting at home and complaining about the problems that they have. They're actually getting out there and creating opportunities for themselves. So that is my biggest highlight for this G20.
Hi, South Africa. I am Bushla Koliswa Kelva Abashakasi, all the way from the Northern Cape, Namakoland, Springbok. I am representing civil society #Unmute Coalition South Africa in the Northern Cape. I'm our Deputy Secretary General for the province, and yes, I am in part of the organization House of Influence, which is an organization based for youth in LGBTIQ plus community out there in South Africa. As we know, that poverty is one of our biggest challenges, as well as equality. Yeah, the resolution where I want to come to is that we have to look into spaces like, for example, schools, where our youth or young people are vulnerable and struggling with their gender identity. We don't have such platforms to support them in their journey. We also have this discrimination and abuse which overflows our gender-based violence states in South Africa. We should also, the resolution that I want from the G20 is to look into the safety of LGBTIQ people and the health support for trans women, the respect from Home Affairs in the society and the support as well. Because mostly of them are unemployed, from us like myself, and we are really working hard in communities, making our voices heard, making our opinion being left, and claiming.
Mustafa. I serve as Advisory Vice Rector at the Geneva Nations Institute. I'm also a Special Advisor at the IEPF. Now, I've been invited to attend the G20 Social Summit as a delegate, and I'm primarily focused on sharing concrete recommendations on the initiatives for policy development in respect to the work that was undertaken by Working Group 6. My area of expertise is on self-determination. The two things that I very much appreciated from the G20 Social Summit, first of all, there is the opportunity to engage in partnership building and to be able to meet with different organizations and stakeholders from all over the world. I think it has been a unique and concrete opportunity to really meet voices from all over the world, and this is what G20 has to really be about. It is about involving and including new voices from all regions of the world, and this is really a critical point, because many international forums, sometimes they operate in silos. They try to speak for the majority of the world without really engaging with the affected communities. This is one thing which I felt has been very important. The second aspect which I very much appreciate is the fact that youth has been involved in some of these policy debates for future discussions to be held. Secondly, the G20 is also it's like a launch pad. It's like some sort of a barometer for dignitaries and global leaders to understand some of the most pressing challenges and issues people around the world are facing, and I do therefore believe that forums like this try and bridge the gap between discussions that are held between people and governments.
Very good afternoon. My name is Tatumazo Madibo. I am the co-founder and vice chairman at Amari, African Minds of Applied Research Institute. The social summits over the past 2 days, we're about to get into day 3, has been nothing short but engaging. I think we have really hit the nail here in terms of dialogue and representation of all manners of different sectors of business within not just the African diaspora but of the world. Right now, at the moment, you can see the banner behind me. We're engaging from the think tank perspective. But nevertheless, despite it being a think tank perspective, we had people coming from the C20 community who were also present and engaging on particular problems from there. What we discussed, and I think has just been also the theme from day 1, and I'm going to assume will also continue to day 3, is about how are we able to dissect the hippo of intersectionality and, most importantly, interdisciplinary expression of our policies. And I think that is the most important thing for us when we're moving forward. Thank you so much for your time.
Hello, my name is Tsepiso Teko. I am from Access Chapter 2, which is a human rights organization based in Pretoria. So I am from the legal department. Basically what you do is offer legal services to marginalized groups. My biggest takeaway from this whole summit was that we need to work together as civil society to ensure that we help the marginalized, because we are all doing the same thing, trying to help the people on the ground. So I think collaborating is what I took from the summit.